Microsoft may be rethinking its stance on the right to repair for Xbox. Xbox Game Pass may actually be closer to that 30 million mark that was rumored a couple of weeks ago. And there may be 7 new backwards compatible games coming for the OG Xbox. So one of the most frustrating things when it comes to buying new products, new electronics, consoles, cell phones, laptops, computers, anything like that, is if something breaks down, how you go about repairing it. Now, a lot of these companies, all these major corporations really push you towards going to their partners in order to repair them and sourcing the parts that they have chosen specifically through their repair partners to get things fixed. Whereas you could definitely fix these things yourself if they made the products and the pieces easily available to everybody. They made the documentation on how things are created, how things are made, as well as how to fix them easily available to everybody, but they don't do this. Well, it seems like shareholders are now pressuring Microsoft to rethink their approach to right to repair. And also because of the shareholder advocacy group, as you saw, Microsoft has said that they are willing to address the concerns for right to repair, and they are going to be publishing an entire report about this by May 2022. So this report will have their findings, and they will use this as a step for a guide for product design and plans for expanding device repair options in the future. Now, this may not actually change anything. Who knows what this report will have? Who knows what the findings will have and what will come out of it? But at the end of the day, this is something that is a small step in the right direction, and hopefully changes do come where it is way easier to fix products that you have purchased with your own money, and that you can just go out and buy a piece for your Xbox or a piece for your Nintendo Switch or PlayStation in the future if something breaks down. Now, we know that Steam Deck is actually doing this. They did a tear down of the Steam Deck device the other day, and they mentioned that all of the parts within your Steam Deck, let's say your joysticks or stuff like that, you're going to have access to just getting those parts specifically if you want to repair or replace them. And I think that's an awesome step by Valve for doing that, and hopefully Xbox and Microsoft will go in that same direction at some point. The other week I talked about the Xbox Game Pass subscription number. So Phil Spencer and Strauss Zelnick of Take-Two were on a podcast together, and Strauss Zelnick kind of said that they were around 30 million subscribers for Xbox Game Pass, and Phil Spencer said that the last initial public release of subscriber numbers was 18 million. And we already knew that they were past 18 million, closer to around the 23 million mark or something like that. And then after Strauss Zelnick said that, some journalists came out, specifically I think Jeff Grubb said that they were not near 30 million. Well, it looks like they potentially are closer to that 30 million subscriber mark than they are closer to 20 million. Now, this claim comes via Jez Corden on the Xbox 2 podcast, and here is what he said. I've heard it's between 25 and 30 million. I've been told it's closer to 30 than 20, put it that way. And that makes a lot of sense. I mean, Xbox Game Pass is going to get to 30 million subscribers at some point, and I think it's going to be a lot sooner than later. I would not be surprised that by the end of this year, they are over 30 million Xbox Game Pass subscribers when you think about Forza Horizon 5 coming out in just a couple of weeks. And then after that, you have Halo Infinite campaign coming out onto Xbox Game Pass. I think it will be 2 massive drops within the service that are going to get people running out to sign up for the service. Then you think about 2022 and beyond, like 2022 when Starfield comes out, that's going to have a huge impact on the amount of subscribers. And it's going to continue to grow as more Xbox Game Studio games start coming out on a consistent basis. As they have previously said, they want to start releasing games like every 3 months or so. And every 3 months, you're going to see spikes in the amount of subscribers to the service because there are going to be certain people who want to play these different games. One of the best things about the Xbox Series X and S is the backwards compatibility and continuing to keep these older games alive. Well, there is a rumor that has come out that there will be 7 additional original Xbox games that could be getting backwards compatibility. Now, this rumor comes via True Achievements, who say that they spotted some original Xbox additions to the Microsoft Store. And here's kind of what happened. They said, looking back through our store data, we saw 7 OG Xbox games added to the new Microsoft Store from the old Xbox 360 store in September, all with a strange November 30th release date. These titles include one of the best received original Xbox launch titles, Dead or Alive 3, which would tie in nicely with the Xbox 20th anniversary celebrations if that does get added to the program. Dead or Alive Ultimate, Full Spectrum Warrior, 10 Hammers, Gladius, Gun Valkyrie, Advent Rising, and bizarrely Chicken Little. They all have since been removed from the store. So this may have just been a mistake. This may have nothing to do with backwards compatibility, but I think one of the biggest things right now with Xbox, with the backwards compatibility program, is they've given us a ton of content with backwards compatibility, especially the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. The original Xbox, not as much. Definitely needs to be more additions to the original Xbox backwards compatibility. There's a lot of work to getting these games to backwards compatibility, but because they've kind of teased us with just how great the games can look and run, especially when they get those enhancements on the Xbox Series X and S, people are going to always want more and more backwards compatibility games. So I really hope this is true. I really hope they bring out, even if it's just these 7 games for November 30th. But at the end of the day, I hope that they continue to work on backwards compatibility. I hope they continue to bring more original Xbox games and more Xbox 360 games specifically, because those are the 2 generations that have the least amount. And I can't wait to see if this is true or not, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, marking the 20th anniversary with Dead or Alive does make sense, and just marking the 20th anniversary with giving us more backwards compatible games throughout the generations of Xbox, I think would be a really cool thing to do. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Xbox's stance on right to repair. What do you think about the amount of subscribers for Xbox Game Pass, and what backwards compatibility games do you want to see? As you guys can see, I'm in a different location right now, just away from my main studio or my main room where I make my videos, and we'll be like this for the rest of the week. But thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and I'll catch you in the next video.